Good morning, family and friends. September 10th, day 136. And we're back on the trail after having a wonderful stay at the Small Axles Farm in Elkton, Virginia. Great couple, young couple. They've had that farm for 2 years. They got some great vision. Alec and Kelly. They're not married. Alec is divorced, has 2 kids, and he has quite a story. He's just converted as a Christian. He is a teacher, a biology teacher, but he always wanted to have a farm. I guess he grew up in a big farm. His parents had a big farm in West Virginia, so he had the farming bug in him. Spent some time in China doing an English translation, helping people learn English. I guess that's where he met his wife, because she's Chinese, and the kids have a bit of Asian look into them. But anyway, wonderful time. And then I was joined by three guys from the Detroit, Michigan area. So we kind of rehashed, since I used to live there in the mid-70s, we rehashed some, talked about some places I used to know, and talked about sports. First time I've done that. Talked about their feudal Detroit Lions and my feudal New York Football Giants. So yeah, it was good to talk sports. And yeah, last night was the NFL kickoff. Fortunately, Tom Brady beat the hated Dallas Cowboys. Sorry for you folks that are subscribed that are Cowboy fans. I am not. And anybody that beats anybody in my division, I'm a fan of that team. But in any event, today, 18.7 miles, at least we're going to try. And, you know, the trail is the trail. It's no great elevation, isn't that challenging today. It's just going to be a long day. I got dropped off at the trail at 8:30, a little bit later than I wanted to start. We had a great breakfast: egg, sausage, fruit, homemade bread, coffee. Can't be beat. So here we go. Another day, chilly day to start. I have to start hiking faster just to warm up. But beautiful day after yesterday's rain. So we'll be back to you when any views or anything that's noteworthy. And hopefully you enjoyed the videos that I uploaded yesterday too. Fortunate to get that done for you. The long range plans, and by long range on the 18 I mean 2 days. That's about as long as you can plan out. I want to be in Waynesboro on Sunday, September 12th. And I mailed myself a new pair of shoes to a hostel called Stanimals. And they also have another one that's about another 130 miles down trail. I sent myself some food resupply there. So yeah, next 2 days. I'm about 47 miles from Waynesboro, so next 2 days. I want to do 18.7 today, 19 tomorrow, and then a short, I don't know exactly how many, maybe 10 miles into Waynesboro. So that's the extended outlook, and the weather should be good too. Next, we should be getting a week of sun, no rain. At least that's what the weather forecasting in Elkton, Virginia. But it could change at a moment's notice, as we all know. All right, just thought I'd let you know. Guess that's where we're headed, up top, high top mountain, 2637. We're atop Hilltop Mountain. first view we see of the morning. And I tell you, it is breezy. Boy, you can hear the wind. It's chilly. I had to put on my rain jacket. Kind of wish I had my little hoodie, my blue hoodie. I had that at home. Pretty nice. Nice day, as you can see. Gotta keep moving, getting cold. Now we're at Smith Roach Gap, elevation 2620. Beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. Still breezy, but I'll take it. Now we're at Powell Gap, elevation 2295. I guess we just came down that. Came out there. Skyline Drive. Lady talking on the phones, not using hands-free. Wow. Well, I just took a nice 15-minute packs off break here. Spoke to some a nice older couple, well, older, my age. They were just out for the day. They live around here. The woman was from Parsippany, and we were just talking about what happened 20 years ago. Tomorrow, because today's September 10th. I don't really need to say what, but you know. Anyway, so this is what I'm looking at, going up the side of this mountain. Pretty spectacular day. So we just had lunch at the Pinefield Hut. Pinefield Hut. They got 10 sites all around. They call these things huts. And you know what? Everybody's different. Shenandoah's, it's huts. In Maine, it's lean-tos. Every place else, it's shelters. So, anyway. This is it. Nice and clean. Basic Shenandoah type shelter. So we got 7 more miles before we get to Loft Mountain Campground, and it's about 10 after 2. So let's rock and roll. There's a little water source. You know, it's flowing, so as long as it's flowing, it's good enough we can get water. Doesn't have to be a lot. Just flowing. That's all we want. So I have 2 milestones to report on. While I was checking AWOL during lunch, I am now under 900 miles. I'm sitting at 898 miles to go. 898 miles to go. And in 5.6 miles, I will eclipse, I'll reach 1,300 miles. So, wow, what a day. Under 900 miles and reaching 1,300 miles. So, and this next 7 miles, according to AOL, should be fairly mellow. Well, really, the whole park's been pretty mellow. So, I figured I'd just let you know. Onward. I've just been walking amongst this lane here, this trail, of all these dead trees. I wonder if they're ash trees. And the ash borer got them. Or an ash borer bug or whatever. But yeah, about a half mile of this stuff. Now we're getting to the more traditional look. But yeah, this is a shame. Ivy Creek Overlook. We're just in the woods and pop out here to this parking lot, where affords us this view. What's not to like? Hey, no one's here. But anyway, zoom in on the mountains in the background, in the valley. This is looking east. The sun is almost directly behind me. How about that? This is looking to the west. And of course down the bottom there you can see part of Skyline Drive. Pretty nice. And I thought we were going up a PUD. Silly me. Check this out. Here's something I haven't seen since, well, since I guess New Hampshire. Wow. So let's get closer. I stand corrected. I haven't seen this since Katahdin Springs. I wonder where this water's coming from. Oh, I gotta try some. Well, this is really nice. I spent about 10 minutes here. Tried some of the water. It was delicious. And yeah, this is, I haven't seen since we're in a 100-mile wilderness. You know, a little waterfall at least. But this was nice. Kind of just sit and listen to the water go. The water flow, I should say. Oh well. As usual, when you cross a stream, what happens? We go up. Up, 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 up. Hi stream. This is Ivy Creek, by the way. Ivy Creek. As I'm ascending alongside the stream here still. Listen. You can see nice there. This is pretty cool. Wonder where this originates from. One thing I have to say about Virginia water so far, it is extremely clear. Unlike, surprisingly, in Maine, well, southern Maine, we were going through a lot of cedar forest, so the water is kind of tinted a little bit. But ever since I left Harper's Ferry, every stream I've come across, the water is extremely clear, which bodes well for the longevity of my filter. It'll work a lot longer before getting all clogged up. All right, we're going up. Come out of the wood on these cliffs, and this is what we see to the east. Very nice. Say we're on these cliffs. Clear. I mean, there's the trail, and it just pops out here. It's wide open. Very nice. All right, we're up on Loft Mountain. We're on this ridge now for the rest of the afternoon. We're almost to the Wayside store. There's a Wayside store. No, there's the Wayside, and then a camp store, and then a campground. So the camp store, we're 2 miles away, and that's our 1,300 mile mark. So we're 1.6 away from that elusive, from that big, not elusive, from that big, because we're going to catch it, from that big 1,300 mile mark. So yeah, it should be pretty easy for the rest of the afternoon. This is the view. Again, just like before, popped out, a little side trail, looking west. Oops, sorry. It's focusing on those branches right in the foreground. This is a western view. I want to look at this peak right here. I haven't noticed it after the past day. I was wondering if we got to go over it. There's something on top of there. I can't tell from here. But no, we didn't. Answering my question, no, we didn't go on that ridge. Here it is, folks. 1,300 miles, flip-flop. Harpers Ferry, Nobo. Harpers Ferry, SOBO. 1,300 miles. Wow. Pretty cool stuff. Less than 900 to go. $1,300 miles I've walked. That's unbelievable. Which means I have 893 miles left in this adventure. Wow, 1,300 miles. I never really thought it could happen. Really, in those early days, in those first month on the trail, man, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I'm thinking if I summer tide, and that'll be good enough for me. But no, now I'm determined, more determined than ever to finish this thing. Especially if the weather stays like this. Wow. But yeah, 1,300 miles. It's hard to believe. Yeah, and by the way, I just crossed 1,200 miles last Saturday. So that was the fastest I've ever done 100 miles. Yeah, last Saturday. So we started out I needed 26 miles. So the first day, third day. So we started Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday, 1,200 miles we crossed. And today's Friday. Wow. Pretty quick. Well, that's because the terrain is so favorable for something like that. Let's keep rolling those hundreds. I know one fan that really wants that to happen. Look at these, aren't these pretty? Just sitting out here, all by their lonesome. Celebrating my 1,300 miles. I'm less than a half a mile from the Wayside, the camp store, I mean. I'm going to go in there and buy myself a beer and celebrate my 1,300 mile achievement. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring it and it's only a mile to the campground. And I'll set up, and that'll be my celebration for tonight. Big disappointment. Camp store closed 20 minutes ago. It's they close at 5 o'clock. It's 5:20. It says in my AWOL guide it closes at 7 o'clock. But I guess that's during peak summer hours after Labor Day. But all the waysites close at 5 too, so I don't know. Well, my 1,300 milestone mark will have to wait. Now it's on to the campground. Yep, that's where I am. I asked for a hammock site. They said, oh yeah, this is a good hammock site. Well, it's a good tent pad site. But I had to make up my own on the rocks again. So hopefully, I think it'll work. But yeah, I might get a sunset tonight. I don't know. There's a sun setting in the west. So we just finished here, just setting up. I did 18.5 today, and so 2 milestones. One 1,300 milestone. I crossed over that 1,300 milestone, and we have I crossed over the 900 into 800. So I have let's see, sorry. Sorry. Now I have 891 miles to go. 891, that's what we got to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed the videos of the last 7 days that I put up there. We have no cell coverage here, so I can't tell if there's any comments or anything like that. So hopefully when I get into a peak tomorrow, I can get a chance to do that. Big day tomorrow, 19 plus. And then 6 miles into Waynesboro on Sunday. And that's it. I'm going to make dinner and crash because I'm tired. So thanks once again for watching. Have a good evening or morning or afternoon whenever you watch this. Thanks for watching. God bless. And we'll see you on the trail. Bye.